Let's watch more Perfect Union. Why Trump supporters are at a breaking point.
Why I like President Trump is because he uproots everything and changes the dynamics. But when it comes to healthcare, it seems to be a very complicated system. A good portion of Hispanics, we all voted for Trump, so it's kind of like a betrayal in a way.
Nearly 5 million people who live in Florida get their health care through the marketplace or Obamacare plans for coverage, more than any other state. But the cost of these plans are set to skyrocket in 2026 as federal subsidies that made them more affordable will expire. Are you guys on the Affordable Care Act, marketplace healthcare? Have you checked whether your premiums are going up next year? It's open enrollment period?
I think they are. I think they're going to triple or quadruple, something like that.
29, el seguro se me puede incrementar a $380, $400.
It's going to be $684, and that's going to be a $7,500 deductible.
If it goes up that much, we're going to have to cancel. Can't afford it. No way.
Entonces uno dice, ¿cómo pagas tú un seguro tan alto, verdad? Con los sueldos tan bajos que uno tiene aquí. ¿Cómo haces?
The premium is going to be $1,261 every month. At the end of the day, people are going to die.
In the last election, every single Florida county moved right, including Democratic-leaning or Hispanic majority counties like Miami.
I voted for DeSantis.
I love you, Papi Trump. I love you.
But while some Trump supporters point fingers at the Democrats,
they did it to blame the Republican Party. Because then it was like, oh, he's the one at fault. No, he's not.
Others feel abandoned by the president.
In South Florida, we don't feel like seen, heard, or valued in any way, shape, or form.
Catalina, who goes by Kat, is a freelance community mental health consultant. She gets her health insurance through the Affordable Care Act.
Health insurance, it's something that you don't think about when you're younger because you're just healthy, right? You can just kind of like bounce back.
Kat didn't give much thought to health insurance until a sudden medical emergency changed everything.
First, I had really bad lower back pain. They told me that I had issues with my kidneys. It was a total of 3 weeks of being hospitalized. I guess while I was in the hospital, my hands started swelling.
After her kidney issues began in 2022, Kat's health made full-time work nearly impossible.
I did end up having to get on the marketplace in 2023 because the kidney issues and also with my ADHD. I take the highest level of Vyvanse, 70 milligrams.
I need to take it so I can get out of bed, basically.
They're just complaining now because they are getting touched by abhorrent government acts. They will vote Trump regardless. Probably not. I mean, we'll see.
You need these medications to function.
If you can't afford health insurance next year, what happens to your medication?
Trump is never going to be on another ballot. You can't vote for him again, law. Chatter. That's nice of you to think. We shall see about that.
Well, particularly the Vyvanse is very expensive. Without health insurance, it's $300 to $400.
The ACA subsidies were part of a COVID-era stimulus package that was aimed at easing financial burdens caused by the pandemic. They've saved enrollees an average of about $1,200 a year on their health insurance premiums, but they're set to expire at the end of 2025. Democrats in Congress tried to make the subsidies permanent, triggering what became the longest government shutdown in U.S. history. In the end, 7 Democrats and 1 independent senator broke ranks and voted with Republicans to advance the funding deal, which included a promise of a mid-December vote on extending the subsidies. However, no agreement.
And to the people who are saying, oh, well, you know, I don't think he'll survive that long. I don't think he'll last that long. Evil never dies. Look at Dick Cheney and how long that took, you know?
Agreement has yet been reached in the House under Speaker Mike Johnson. Without the subsidies, millions of people like Kat will face a new monthly expense on top of an already rising cost of living.
When I go to the grocery store for myself, it's not unusual for me to pay $200. I'm definitely loving the buy one, get one free. It wasn't like that a few years ago. It's, you know, you really feel it in the pocket now.
Hi, how are you?
We followed Kat to a meeting with insurance broker Steer Pierre Paul to see what her premiums will look like next year. Right now, she's paying $175 per month.
So as you can see right now, the premium has gone up. So if I was to go and give you a Cigna plan, it's going to be $684. That is without the subsidies. They even have a premium up to $1,000.
I have zero sympathy for Trump supporters who are suffering now. Zero. Well, I understand where that sentiment is coming from, but it's not helpful. Ultimately, you got to bring those people back and move them beyond unlimited loyalty and unconditional support of the Democratic Party as well. This is an opportunity in this time of crisis. It's an opportunity for people to understand why they're experiencing this kind of pain.
And then the deductible are still high. Yeah, I see that. Wow. Exactly.
Especially when considering many of these guys, many of the Trump supporters don't even have this come to Jesus moment.
Those numbers are so like, oh.
Is it more than you thought it was going to be?
So yes, that price is just too high. I definitely will not be able to afford that. And I don't have anyone to fall back on, any family members to help me out. And so that makes me wonder, like, what's going to happen to me? If I don't have access to medication, then I can't function at the most basic level. Then am I going to end up being homeless? I just don't know. It's just, it's terrifying. So.
The Republican Party has long talked about getting rid of Obamacare, but according to this KFF study, support for the ACA among Republicans went from 8% in 2012 to 36% today. And some Republicans have listened to their constituents.
Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia, who broke with her own party yesterday, writing a lengthy post on social media calling for action to extend Obamacare subsidies and prevent insurance premium hikes.
The Democrats passed Obamacare, but yet the Republicans have never done anything to correct the problems that exist with it. And I blame my own party.
Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis has downplayed the importance of health insurance altogether, saying that most people under 50 don't really need coverage above a catastrophic plan.
You did vote for Governor DeSantis. The midterms are coming up next year. How would you be making your decision? What do you need to hear from any candidate to earn your vote?
I guess if they're voting for me, for the people, for the American citizens, then regardless of what party they are, I can reciprocate that and give the vote for them.
So is that a big deal for you?
Yeah, it is. It's kind of like a break. It's unprecedented, but when you kind of don't see that you're being taken care of by your...
I luckily was able to bring my dad back from MAGA. He's Mexican and voted for Trump, but I was able to get him to regret that once he saw his 401k go down and ICE came to our neighborhood. God damn.
Party, you have to make a choice.
Trump has taken a hard line, saying he will not approve any deal that extends the subsidies. However the fight shakes out, neither party has presented viable long-term solutions to rising healthcare costs and the shortcomings.
I want everybody, this is why I always say, I want everybody to have healthcare. Trump supporters, even Nazis, That's a starting position for me. I don't give a shit what people say, how much people hate me or my friends or people that I care about. I want every single person to have healthcare regardless. I want every single person, including Trump supporters, including Nazis, to be able to get a free college education and housing as well. The reality of the matter is once you solve some of these material inequalities, it makes it much more difficult for people to feel a sense of loyalty to a movement that seeks to take advantage of their vulnerability, of their weaknesses, of their angered state. This is how it is.
Of the Affordable Care Act. So what's next?
Is this a good system to defend?
To defend today,
political
yes.
capital.
All right,
okay.
But obviously, right. It is a system designed to make huge profits for the insurance companies and the drug companies.
Right.
Period. We have got to move to a Medicare for all single-payer program. Absolutely.
When you think about Obamacare, when you think about the Affordable Care Act, do you think it's a good system or do you think there's something better?
I don't know the big details of it, but it just seems like it's a system that needs to be revised. How? I'm not sure.
Do you support the policy of Medicare for all, for example, universal health care?
I mean, after what I went through, yes, I think so. That may
We take those. I mean, it is what it is, but you got to take those.
look socialist, but it's just access to basic health care for all American citizens. I think it's essential, it's needed, and it's a human condition, so it's a human issue.
Another banger from More Perfect Union, one of the biggest, one of the fastest growing channels on YouTube for news and politics, it seems. Look at this, dude. 7 days ago, we went to Arkansas. The farm crisis will shock you. 2.8 million views. Tech billionaire shocking plans for West Virginia. 818,000 views. Could Texas run out of water? Wall Street is betting big on it. 1.2 million views. I work for Hyundai. What I saw will shock you. 700,000. Oracle, the company that knows everything you do. 400,000. But the biggest banger is this one from 2 months ago. I took Bernie into deep Trump County. Can he help win them over? 9.2 million views, dude. That's just YouTube. They post these on Instagram. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, here it is. More Perfect Union is the 5th fastest growing, to which I said, this list demonstrates how dominant right-wing politics on YouTube actually is. There are a handful of independent liberal/left content creators on here. We have much work to do. And if you look at the list, it's like the top growing in the last 30 days news and politics channels is Turning Point USA, Sean Ryan Show, Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, and then More Perfect Union. Then we got Johnny Harris, who is a lib. Then we got Hank Green, who is a lib. Then Tucker Carlson Network, Fox News, and then MS Now, which is not independent, right? And neither is Fox News. The Daily Show, Powerful Joe Rogan Experience, Piers Morgan Uncensored, Legal AF, not sure what that one is. Asmongold TV, also on the list. Jack Cocherella, who is a leftist content creator, so that's cool. And Midas Touch. And Anton Daniels. Oh, Legal AF is Midas Touch? Okay. The scores just show how well their channel is doing overall.